Hello and welcome to the patch notes for patch 4.55 that launched today the 12th of February. What was in this patch then? The first major part of this patch then is the either long awaited or long dreaded, depending on which camp you belong to, Eureka Hydatos. This is available to everyone who has already completed the storyline of Eureka Pyros. You will find Rodney at the Kugane docks to take you into this next and final chapter of the Eureka experience of Stormblood. Apparently new housing items have been added from the Furnishing Design contest as well as Square Enix's own creations. The images here show off a treehouse for outdoors areas, which is already confirmed to be missing in-game from crafting methods and is presumed to be Eureka related, and this Paiza clock. If you ever needed more Paiza in your life, now you can time your existence with one. New Orchestrion roles have been added to the game, and most of them I hear are inside Eureka in lockboxes or the new Baldessian Arsenal dungeon, which we'll come to in a moment. New Triple Triad cards have obviously been added to the various NPCs to challenge, including the new Ejika Sunjika card and a couple others. New emotes, they say, are also added, primarily referencing, I believe, the new /fist pump emote, which you can acquire probably from Eureka as well. They talk about how Hydatos has been added, and with it comes more of the same as you experienced in Pyros. However, 6 new Logos actions have been added to the mix, as well as 1 new logogram, showing a sacrifice L there on screen, which restores 100% of the target's HP and will provide you with the Doom debuff, so a pretty desperate heal that kills you in the end, which I'm sure has some use somewhere, right? Fully augmenting your Eureka weapon is now a thing, and you will need to continue the quest with Geralt, as usual in the Hydatos storyline. And finally, you will be able to get a 405 item level weapon for your long grind. This is supposedly the final stage of this weapon, so hopefully the mod will live up to players' expectations. And they go on to say that Happy Bunnies are back so that you can hunt your logograms inside treasure chests as usual. NMs are there, much bigger and crazier than ever before, and the new Baldessian Arsenal is here that I mentioned before. The Baldessian Arsenal is a 56-player open dungeon. Yeah, it's as crazy as you just thought when I said that. They say this is a brutally difficult open dungeon that can be challenged by up to 56 players at once, and to enter you will need to complete the main Eureka storyline and prepare for the worst. Ethereal nodes, these blue and red circles, will appear across Hydatos itself. They disappear when a player interacts with one, and only that player will get teleported inside, even if they are in a group, so you need to find lots of these to be able to actually go into the dungeon. You are apparently required to get an etheric stabilizer to stabilize the unstable nodes to be able to actually use them to teleport in as well, which are required through the progression of the zone, which they don't give away here. And you cannot resurrect inside the arsenal itself, and if you do die inside, you need to press the return button and it will take you out of the dungeon completely, with the potential for a level down to occur. However, if that's not enough to put you off, the new mount reward for clearing the arsenal is this Demi Ozma mount, which they show a picture of, which looks incredible and I really want it. Rip my elemental levels. They show a picture here of Absolute Virtue from Final Fantasy XI, so you know they mean business. In other Eureka news, Pyros got nerfs to help you catch up, including the Elemental Experience Up buff is now active in Pyros, with the amount of experience you gain massively increased. You can also now exchange 50 Pyros crystals for 1 Penphasilus's Flame. You can also now buy replicas of completed weapons from Stalehunter in Kugane from the Pyros tier at that pier location as usual. In other news, the drop rate on the Euphonious Kamoi Fife in Hell's Keir Extreme, the Doggo mount, has been increased. You can also now exchange 99 totems from Hell's Keir Extreme to actually buy it outright in Raucus Reach as well from Ashina. PvP actions got massively changed, but that's not something new, and that's something we're going to skip for now. Other PvP news includes that Season 12 of The Feast has come to the end, and the pre-season for 13 has begun. So if you did well, then you need to go and collect your rewards before the pre-season ends. The new Rival Wings map is in, which is called the Hidden Gorge. I would strongly recommend putting time into this, as if it's anything to go by, the last Rival Wings, nobody did it after a certain amount of time getting their mount, making the mount impossible to really farm for with long queue times, with only community events to try and revive it called Revival Wings on Reddit, which is a bit of a ball ache. There is indeed another mount this time around, so try to put some time into this if you are vaguely interested in that. There are tons of written up features of this new map, and honestly that will deserve its own video. New items in the patch include Final Fantasy XI related armor pieces, which I understand are obtainable in Eureka Hydatos, and this amazing looking ray mount is also a reward from Eureka Hydatos, probably treasure chests, maybe gold ones, and yeah, probably low drop rates. And funnily enough, so is this adorable minion as well. So there's lots to farm inside Hydatos as usual, and I hope you like lockboxes and treasure bunnies specifically. And finally, some system changes. Lots of new achievements are in the game, new text commands, new phrases into the auto-translate dictionary that some people use, new music, presumably the Hydatos themes, which I'm excited to hear, and there's an interesting line here. You can no longer delete a character that was logged out whilst inside a duty. Well, I'm not sure what that's about and why you would try to delete a character, whatever. That's interesting. I'm sure it was causing some issues somewhere. And the server backup function for Windows and Mac and PS4 versions is now finally cross-platform supported. Finally, you're going to be able to copy your UI over to your PS4 from your PC and vice versa, which to me is absolute heaven, especially when I want to gather or fish inside my bed all cozy at night away from my PC without having to mess with my UI. And that about wraps up the patch notes. What are you most excited for? Are you going to put some time into the Hidden Gorge Rival Wings map whilst it's still popular to get your mount, or is Eureka about to consume your soul? Let me know below, and I'll see you all next time.